About the impact on something like public health. When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
And reduce population.
About the impact on something like public health. When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
And reduce.
Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yuwanathon. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, in the beginning of the video, I ran a clip with Kamala Harris saying that if we do a really good job with electric cars, we could reduce population and our kids can breathe clean air. Now, here in the New York Post, there's a little bit of damage control here for her slip of the tongue, because they do want to reduce population. They've been saying this for years. In the midst of, all the people that were passing away during that international pestilence, the Georgia Guidestones were destroyed. B. Jizzle, who I'm talking about, Bill G. I'm not going to say his name because, YouTube, they get a little touchy when you call out evil. Now, he became just the world expert on, medical information, how to deal with this overnight. In years prior, most of you guys seen it, but there's a TED Talk with Gates of Hell talking about population control, talking about reducing the population. He said, if we do a really good job with the serpent's juice, and when I say serpent's juice, I'm speaking in code for VACCINE. If we do a really good job with serpent's juice, we can get that population to about 500,000, or was it 500 million? Some ridiculously low number compared to what the population currently is. Because the less people you have, the easier they are to control, okay? The easier they are to manage. And that's what it's about for the elites. They need control. They want to have dominion over the people's minds. They want to have dominion over the people's thoughts. They want, instead of, like it says in Proverbs 20:24, instead of man's goings to be of the Lord, they want man's goings to be of Edom. So this was a slip of the tongue, and they're doing the damage control in this article. But that's how this devil moves. Satanists believe, also want to make this point, Satanists believe that they have to tell the people what they're getting ready to do before they do it. So that way, when they actually carry it out, they're blameless because they told the people their hands are clean. It's a left-hand version of what the prophets are. The prophets, we warn of the coming judgment from the Lord and tell the people to repent. So when they don't, our hands are clean. So this is what this devil does. He'll have your favorite politician blatantly say something and be like, oh, that was just a misquote, or you try to, but no, they told you. They straight up told you. Usually they'll put it in a TV show or a movie, and they'll say it's just a movie, or they'll put it in a comedy. Say it's just a joke. You guys they're looking conspiracy theorists. You're looking too hard into it. But now they just have your so-called world leaders flat out saying shit, right? But in the article it says that instead of population control, the script was actually supposed to be pollution, which is BS, man. Their agenda is out in the forefront. The things of Esau is being searched out. All right, inquisition is being made of how he's moving, and it's coming out, and people aren't going for the BS anymore. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, and the 18th verse. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and the Lord is drawing now. We're seeing more chariot sightings, more than ever. It's crazy. A couple months back, Elder Yashwamba made that joke. He said NASA came out and said that there are UFOs And people just kept eating sandwiches. These people are unconcerned with, you know, what's going on around them. All they're concerned with is the gratification of their flesh. But that's a side note. Verse 18 again from the top. And it said, behold, the days come that I will draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So inquisition is being made of the wicked. Right now, we go to Sirach. Let's get there really quick. 10 and 8, and we'll start at verse 7. It says, the pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Now we go to the book of Jeremiah. It calls this devil the most proud. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, embodies what pride is. They're the one nation of people who constantly boast that they don't need God, and they could create their own water, and we could do what God can do. Right? He's the one that has the God complex on the earth. 2 Thessalonians, the 3rd chapter, I believe the 4th verse. Who sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Let's go there and get it really quick. Get that God complex that he has. Yeah, here it goes right here. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And it says in Isaiah the 14th chapter that they want to ascend and be like the Most High. Right? But let's go finish that precept that I called for in Sirach. So get it here. 10 and 8. In verse 8 it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. And it's an unrighteous dealing to pump people full of chemicals and they die off. And you say, oops, my bad. That's what they did with the jab. And nobody was outraged. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. And people got rich. A lot of these companies got rich off of the pandemic. It was a setback for the middle class and a lot of small businesses. But a lot of other companies got all these big corporations that are super tied in with Esau, Edom. They got rich during that time through that deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So because this devil's operating this way, all right, it's only right that the earth gets new management. Another thing that she mentioned in the beginning of the video was electric cars, and clean energy, which they're not concerned with those things. I'm gonna run some clips of Andrew Tate. He's not a man of the Lord, but he'll make some points every now and then. And at the end of the day, man, him too, man. I feel like he's a psyop in some kind of way. Anyway, electric cars just kind of ties into the control aspect. They can control people's mobility. So when it gets time to roll on people, you're not just gonna be able to get up and go as you please. Because they can shut that shit off. They want complete dominion over every facet of your life.
I think the world's going to function correctly with this electric car garbage once everybody has one. How's everybody going to charge their electric car? Actually think about it for a second. It's fine when the odd person has an electric car, fine, but you're on the motorway and thousands of people need to charge their electric cars at 6 hours a time. How is this going to even work out?
The infrastructure isn't there.
The infrastructure
Well, I
isn't
mean,
there.
you don't need 6 hours. Like when I'm charging my Tesla, it takes probably about 30 minutes. But
30 whole minutes.
But do you take a break on a long road trip? Do you often go for a coffee or something? Because I quite like it, just go and chill for a little bit and then the car's chill.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like it.
Well,
Andrew's being chauffeur driven, so he's relaxing
You don't
already.
need to worry.
What was it, a Maybach today?
yeah, something like that. But I drive around Europe. I do very long road trips, and it's fine for one person to take a break. But if you actually analyze the infrastructure of thousands of people trying to take a half an hour, 45-minute break, it changes everything. Also, the conspiracy theorist in me doesn't believe they're trying to push us towards electric cars because they care about the environment. I believe they're trying to push us towards electric cars for control, because you can easily monitor an electric car. You can see where it goes. You can turn it off.
Yeah, imagine lockdown and COVID with everyone having electric cars.
Turn the cars off.
Yeah.
Turn everyone's cars off.
It's a horrible thought.
No, but that's what they're doing it for. Like, why else would you care about the environment?
Cars, because they can turn your car off. They want us all to have electric cars because they can turn your car off. That's all the reason they want you to have one. They can turn it off.
They can't turn off your combustion engine, but they can turn off your fucking electric car. So they're forcing us all to have them.
What about for the environment, though?
Here we go. Now let's talk about that. Talk about that bullshit. They want electric cars so they can stop you moving. You think they give a solitary fuck about the environment? The amount of lithium they're digging up to make these batteries is doing more damage to the environment than a fucking petrol engine could ever do. You're telling me about the environment, and these people are so scared about climate change.
Just doing it because it makes money, though. Because people will buy something to feel environmentally friendly. Like, I don't think Elon Musk's sitting there thinking, oh, I want to turn people's cars off. He's thinking people are going to buy electric cars to save the environment, and I'm going to make fucking money.
But the people who are in charge of the world are going to propagate it and purport it under the guise of control because it's all they're interested in is more control.
So the prophets are on the scene, man, to warn the people about these things. Because we know what he's going to do before he does it because it's written in the scriptures. So we know he's going to put the clamps down on people. And it's all the stage is being set so that in order for you to even be on this planet and to function normally or to have access to resources, you're going to have to receive his mark. And to receive his mark is the giving dominion over your soul over to a man instead of the Most High. And that's choosing death. Okay? And he wants to kill majority of the Israelites anyway. So you're under the threat of death either way. Okay, at least with following Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, there's a possibility that you could never taste of death again. And there are going to be some brothers who are martyrs. But hey, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall raise up first. And for death for us isn't final. It's not losing. Okay? Going to his side, though, that's losing. That's losing for sure. Now, even if you're two-thirds going to be brought back, but that's going to be a great shame. And you don't know how long the Lord will stretch out your judgment. You don't even want to go that route and play that game and entertain those thoughts of getting down with Esau to get by. It ain't worth it. All right? So you got to stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that comes along with standing stiffly for his way. All right? So yeah, man, the people are being warned. It's almost time for this, the street ministry, the video epistles. It's almost time for that to be up. Make no tarrying, man. To turn to the Lord. So with that being said, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I have some more clips, but I had these clips from my yesterday lesson, but I'm gonna push the clips I had for this back to the next lesson. So it's more concise. So with that being said, I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right? May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.